Did your mom help you? Did your dad help you? They thinking like somebody had to help them. Did somebody help you?
Yeah, so my dad was dead. Growing up too, my mom had went to the feds for a while. I learned the marketing game. It was up from there on out. Boy, they should have never told me that game. I'm reading books. I'm reading courses, classes. Man, I'm taking all type of stuff. And then I just implemented everything they told me to do, bro. Crazy thing is, it started working.
What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of Dominate the Decade podcast, Domination Conversation, where we bring to you real life people who are doing real life things. And listen, man, I got a crazy episode for y'all on this one. I got my guy, Smitty The Goat. Y'all already know Smitty, man. Y'all know his name, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. But before he do that, before we turned on the camera, he just told me that he is now a eight-figure earner. I need y'all to show some love in the comments.
Yes,
for my
sir,
boy
yes,
Smitty.
sir.
Talk to him, bro. What's up?
10 million in revenue, Smitty. That's my new Instagram name.
Change the name,
Mr. 8 Figures. Yeah, man. Today, this week, this month, I did cross the mark of over $10 million in my business generated, man. So proud of that milestone. But yes, multiple 7-figure earner, now 8-figure earner, Kenny Smith from Chicago as well with my guy Dion, man. Man, we just been growing crazy, bro. Industry of funding, leveraging other people's money to start businesses and investments. Also growing heavily now in the digital marketing space, digital coaching space, helping people be able to build those businesses on the back end of their models and things like that to be able to grow and scale. And man, we just trying to, grow and take this thing to the moon, man. Man, a lot of stuff been happening over the last couple of years, bro. Just looking to just see how we can take this thing even another level.
And it was crazy. I was talking to Gloj yesterday. And he was talking about how, he was like, bro, I remember meeting you a few years ago. He was like, and you were nowhere near at the level that you at now. And so I want you to kind of talk about that, where it's like, when you look at how we've grown exponentially, in a very short period of time, but more importantly, being from the Southside of Chicago, in your opinion, how does one go from, let's just say, being in a poverty situation, being in a deep, dark situation of Chicago and coming from nothing but making something? How do we get to this point? I want your opinion on how does Smitty go from Chicago, broke, struggling, trying to figure it out, to where you at now? How do we get to that point?
Yeah, man. So when we was in Chicago, we was in the suburbs. So we got out of Chicago finally. We was in there for a little minute. We got out to the suburbs, get away from all that crazy stuff. That was the first thing. But man, I was trying to figure it out like everybody else, man. We was trying to work jobs. We was trying to start business. We was trying to doing things we had no business doing, being around the wrong people. It was just a lot of little things going on. Not being taught and educated by my mom and grandma and people around me, cousins and everybody growing up. Everybody just went the normal route. It was either they were trying to go to school, they were trying to work a job. See, my granddad worked 40 years of his life, come back from retiring with a messed up knee, with a messed up hip. And then 2 years later, God forbid, he goes out. You know what I mean? So I seen that side. Never seen anybody get rich in my family. So I knew it. I knew it was more out there, but I just didn't know where I was gonna get it from. So I got a glimpse of it by a friend of mine. So Lamont, my friend, he started into seeing the ads and the mentoring and the coaching stuff first. And he came back and told us, man, y'all, we got to get our credit together. We got to get our LLC together. And we got to do this thing, bro, we got to build something. We man, what you talking about, bro? We hear you and all, but bro, all right, we still outside trying to be outside the girls and they faces. We still trying to play video games. I'm the best at 2K ever in the world. And he kept telling us over and over again, and none of us listened really. We was maybe tripping. So he did his 6-month lock-in. And what that was he was going to his learning bench. That was, learning the credit stuff, learning business, learning real estate, learning all the things that he was learning from his coaches and mentors. And one day, when he got approved for 2 credit cards for $20,000 each, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That means you got approved for $40,000 in one day, and I've been trying to save up $20,000 to $40,000. It's been 2 years, and I still wasn't able to do it. So that means that I've been doing it a little wrong. You know what I mean? So me finally getting a light bulb popping in my head, he'd be like, oh, man. Maybe I do need to learn this credit stuff or something, because this maybe I'm tired of having my cars and trying to get houses and stuff, and my mama and sister name, and it's I'm a man, come on, I got to start putting, standing, build something. So he did it first. He came back and showed me. Now I'm listening. Now he got my ear. I'm like, all right, man, what you say you was talking about again? You said get an LLC? Okay, I'm going to get that by tomorrow. You know what I mean? Break this down to me, everything that you did to be able to get $40,000. And we opened up my credit score. 425. I'm like, yeesh. I'm like, all right. He's like, bro, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that. So we gotta be able to clean it. He said the good thing is I learned how to clean credit. You know what I'm saying? So he was an RPX. He learned how to clean credit. So he just taught me the things to do. He helped me with my credit and stuff. So literally within like 90 days, I got my credit score from 400 to 700, which is not normal, but this is how my story happened. I was a believer, boy. Oh man, I was a believer. I got my credit score up. I got my first credit card, and it was off to the races, bro. You know, the first business I started, Dion, was a ATM and vending machine business off YouTube.
What you know about ATM?
Bro, I learned off YouTube. YouTube, I watched like 20 YouTube videos for like a week straight.
Did it work?
It did work. I went to go buy one. I went to go buy one from some dude on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
I called my friend who had a beauty salon, and I'm like, all right, look, let's make your beauty salon all cash. Can't Zelle or use a card, nothing. Let's make it all cash. I'm gonna put an ATM in the machine. I'm gonna give you a percentage.
Okay.
And man, it didn't make me a lot of money, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? I got the concept of starting a business, you know, investing into this business, and it started making me money every month. So I learned the ATM business at then and there, and then I had got a vending machine right next to it. So I'm like, I'm a business owner now. I'm an entrepreneur now. I done bought 2 little things, started me a little business, and now I'm telling the internet I got 700 credit score and I got a business. And then now people just start sparking interest in what I was saying, starting to believe, starting to see like this stuff is real. How somebody like around us in Chicago got a 750 credit score. I ain't never heard nobody, black young dude, get to own no ATM machine and all these things. So I just got a little buzz, a little spark on social media, people interested in that. And then we started building everything from there on out, man. So.
All right, so there's somebody that's watching this and like, all right, we'll bet. Bro making 8 figures. They like, that's crazy. Never really seen, especially nobody that's young as you, African-American male, Southside of Chicago. So they trying to figure out what was the upbringing like. Did somebody had to maybe loan you some money? Somebody had to put you in position to get some money. Somebody had to help you out along the way. Like, did your mom help you? Did your dad help you? They thinking like somebody had to help them. Did somebody help you?
Yeah, so my dad was dead since I was a baby. Got in a car accident, so that wasn't my help. Growing up too, my mom had went to the feds for a while. So her getting into that situation led me with like my grandma and my auntie. So I was pinging back and forth with family members and stuff like that. But man, through my journey, you know, I got my hustler mentality from my mom. But education-wise, she just didn't have it to give. She was a hustler. She did what she had to do. She always did for us. Always did what she had to do. I love my mom. She always made sure we had a roof over our head. We could eat. And if we had nothing extra over that, we had that at least. But no, nobody never gave me no loan. Nobody never gave me no money to do things. Nobody never gave me a head start to be able to do it. I had to build this shit from ground up, bro. And I knew the credit route was the route because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get no money from nobody else to be able to start my dreams and start my idea of things that I wanted to do. I'm like, well, this is the only opportunity I have to be able to get access to some money to be able to start a business or an investment that I desire to want to start because I know that nobody can afford. If they had it, they would have, but they didn't have it to give. So it was going to be nowhere else I could be able to get the money. So if I can learn this industry, if I can learn this game inside out, this could be my opportunity out because they're going to give me access to the money I need to start the business and investments.
So you essentially saying you didn't have no help, you didn't have a handout, but when you learned about financial literacy and about credit and stuff, you actually applied the knowledge that you got and you went out and you got yourself funded. And that's what gave you the money to actually get started and stuff. Do you feel like this though? Because I know you said that mom's went to the Fed, she got locked up. How long was your mom in jail?
A couple years, like 3 years.
Okay. So mom's wasn't around for a while, but then you was with family. Father passed away when you was a little kid. Do you feel like maybe mom's not being around and then you not having your dad, do you feel like that's also maybe a part of why you go so hard too? Like when you think about, because right now you got kids, right? 2 daughters? When you think about that, because I think about myself, like when I think about my upbringing and who I am and the things that I went through, I kind of see myself in you where it's like my father, he didn't pass away. My father passed away 3 years ago, but when he passed away, I didn't cry because I didn't know him. But he was around, but I didn't know him because I had only met my father like 5 or 6 times. So it's like the last time I saw him, I was 24 years old. So in my mind, like my wife now, she said, well, why do you work a lot? And I realized that I'm just dealing with positive trauma. Whereas for me, it's like I work a lot because I never had nobody to work and really take care of me. Like you said, my mom, she did all she could trying to work jobs and this and that. And, you know, it's like we're in a single family home. We don't really got it like that. And I'm the oldest of 4. So you got a woman trying to take care of 4 kids, bouncing around. You see men here and there. And it's like my mama trying to get married, but then divorced, try to get married, divorced. So it's just like, I think that wear it on me and it inspired me and motivated me to be more of a man to want to be around my children? Do you feel like that is what drives you to actually like work? Because like I said, that's a positive trauma for me, where it's like I work because I'm like, I don't know how to turn off work, because if I stop working, then I'm afraid that I can't take care of myself or my family that way. Do you kind of feel like that too?
Yeah, I think we do got similar stories, bro. And when you were speaking and saying it out loud, it made me think like, dang, it's kind of like similarly to what I feel and think. I definitely got that in my brain. Like, bro, I know if I don't keep going and keep making things happen the way it's happening, I don't know who's gonna be the backbone for the family first off, but also for my kids, and then now my mom. So me retiring my mom now, also is another thing that I'm working hard towards, that I have to keep this going, because if I stop, then what does that look like? And so definitely not having a dad put a big thing on my back to be like, all right, I don't want my kids to be able to go through what I went through, even though it wasn't a choice. With my situation, it was a tragedy that happened because it was a car crash. So but I just know I don't want them to have that emptiness, or not that guidance, that I didn't have. To like, now I work so hard to be able to fulfill that, and I think that it does keep me going hard. It does keep me locked in. It does keep me disciplined, and it keeps me trying to go to another level, because I know the harder I go, the bigger I am, the bigger I get, the better I can be able to provide, the better I can be able to lead, the better I can be able to take somebody with me to another level in life.
Yeah, and it's crazy, because you hearing me say it, you like, damn, it's like, I never thought about it. Look, and it was like, it took for my wife to ask me, and like one of my best friends back home, Reggie, like they were saying certain stuff, and my wife kept like, why you work? She was like, if you successful, you making all this money. She's like, why are you doing it? And I'm like, dang, it's that to the point where it's like, it ain't even really about the money.
Yeah.
I'm really working to mask how I feel. So it's like, I'm really traumatized of not having that father figure, that role model in my life to tell me how to navigate life. And so since I didn't have that, I don't want my kids to not have that. Sure. So it's like that's in my day-to-day activity and how I work and why I work. And I remember one of my best friends, Reggie, he was just like, bro, he was like, have you ever sat down and realized, like, when things go wrong in your life, or people, let's just say, turn their back on you, he was like, you just like kind of like turn up. Like, he was like, it's like more of a, like, instead of you getting down on negative responses, you turn it into positive, and you go do positive things. Like, and you get more aggressive with, like, just life and stuff like that. So I want you to kind of touch on too, like, coming from Chicago, do you feel like that environment allowed you to maybe get to this level? Or do you feel like it was another environment or something else that happened that allowed you to have like that turning point where you actually really like was like, oh damn, I actually could really be successful? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was a combination of so many different things. So I don't think it was just one thing, but it was a combination of a lot of things I learned in Chicago. It was actually good for business. It was actually good for how to move. It was actually good outlook on people and things. But I think the turning point for me was just the glimpse of something, me learning something new and it working. And then me seeing it personally with a friend. So I think it would have been harder for me to be able to believe that I'm going to be able to get this spark or this turn of, life-changing things if I didn't see it personally. So, like, I get why people see, like, oh, y'all just on the internet, y'all talking this stuff. Yeah. And it's like they don't see it personally. They don't see nobody, like, personally that did it. They don't, their friend, it's not in their face. It's on the internet, but it's not in their everyday life. So they like, yeah, it sound good. It's good on the internet. Y'all saying y'all making these millions of dollars, but it ain't kind of pulled me all the way in yet because it ain't somebody right here next to me. I think I got the luxury of somebody being right here next to me. That was one of my closest friends that did it themselves and that started building the process themselves and made me believe instantly that, oh, no, this is real. This can happen, and I can be able to do it. And then him telling me who he was learning from. So at this point, it was 500. And it was RPX. And he's like, all right, they did X, Y, and Z. So it made me kind of quicker believe that it's possible for me too. So he's a black man, he got the same 24 hours I got. My friend just told me what to do. I didn't listen. Then he went to go do it. Now he showed me what he did with my own eyes. Then I did the first part of it and it worked. You know what I mean? And then now this result of it, I got approved for my first $4,000 or $5,000 credit card. And it's like, all right, understanding that I learned something new and it worked. Well, damn, what if I learned this? What if I learned this? What if I learned this? What if I learned what could happen, what could be? Oh, no, I'm on it. I never in my life seen nobody in my family ever doing it. I never seen it in like real life, somebody getting rich. I only know about rappers and athletes and people acting on TV. It's the only way I see this. But like this route, I could see something happening. I don't have no time to play around. I'm cutting everything cold turkey. anything that I need to do to build this thing, I'm about to do it. Like it was no doubt in my mind that I was about to go all in on this stuff.
Well, but what, like, to that point, what about like college though? Did anybody like, did you see people in your family like going to college?
Yeah. I see my cousin go to college, play basketball. Okay. Then I was, I think that was it.
Did you go to college and like?
So I went to college playing basketball too. So I thought I was gonna be this NBA player. thought I was gonna be Jordan, Michael Smith Jordan, Michael Kenny Smith Jordan. You know what I mean? So I had that dream at first. I had that desire to want to play basketball. So I was doing everything. I'm playing hard. I'm playing every day. I was the best player on my team for years and years. I went to college.
Yeah.
So I went to college in Iowa, man. One of the small D3 colleges in Iowa. Man, thinking that I'm still on this journey, not understanding and grasping that, bro, these people who was about to go to the NBA is on a whole other level than what you are on, and it's not even, you're not even close right now. Yeah. You never had no trainers and no training. You just going through the motion, playing outside every day, thinking that's the thing you're supposed to do, but like truthfully, you're supposed to have training for this stuff. Yeah. So I went to college. I dropped out soon as basketball season ended. They told me, Dion, they told me, bro, look, this they told me to do, Dion. This they told me to do. They said, okay, it's time for us to write our biggest page of the year. It's a biggest page paper of the year. 15 pages of page paper to be able to grab some concept about something. I said, I don't even know what to write for 3 pages. How I'm going to write something for 15 pages? It's not going to work. Yeah. I don't want to do this. Then I got demotivated because basketball season was over. So now my motivation with the schoolwork I was doing prior to, basketball season ended was I got to get these grades so I play basketball. I got to be on the basketball team. Basketball, I'm like, we ain't going to practice. I know basketball games happening. This stuff is about to get annoying. I'm going to class. I'm falling asleep every day. This ain't working. She told me to work that page paper, but I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just told her truthfully I can't do it. And then understanding the conversation of how much does my professor make was like really the dawning on me. My professor makes $60,000 a year, $70,000 a year. If my desire in my brain is to be something bigger than ever and become a millionaire, you want me to listen to somebody that makes $70,000 a year? They can't help me. This is not a person that I should desirably listen to get to my goal. So how could I get to my goal listening to somebody who makes $70,000 in a year when I desirably want to make $70,000 in a day? They cannot help me do it because they never did it before, and they never got the desire to do it, and they never going to be able to do it working where they working. So this is not going to be the environment for me. I got to get up out of here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I know it ain't going to be here. So I'm going to go ahead and walk up off this campus and go back home and just face my mama's face and be coming back home saying, son, why the hell you coming back from college?
Hey, look, I ain't mad at you. I stuck it out. But here's the crazy part. We got a similar story there, too, because I went to college. When I first left high school, I went to a D2 in Iowa. Yeah. I'm out there hooping like thinking.
Which college you went to?
I went to Upper Iowa University.
I ain't know that.
And I'm like, dang, this ain't it. The environment for me, I just didn't like it. And no offense, like I love all races of people, but I'm like, as a kid, I'm now in this environment where it's like I'm seeing all these different ethnicities, and I'm seeing a lot of white people. I'm not seeing nobody that really look like me. I'm like, I don't feel like, and like you said, when basketball season was over, I wasn't feeling too comfortable. I'm like, nah, I got to transfer. So then that's when I transferred and got a full scholarship to SIU and played basketball there. But it was just like, I didn't like it. So had I not been able to call SIU and talk to the coach and get a full ride, I would have just went back home. Because here's the truth. I feel like you when it come down to like the degree and having a college education, like, I'm like, I don't want to be like none of these professors. Like, they ain't making the money that I want to make. But I'm like, I want to make league money, bro. And y'all ain't making league money. But here's the crazy part. We both sitting here. We both make league money now.
Facts.
Like, if you go to any NBA roster and you look, instead of probably like the top 2 people, because those are like the franchise players on the teams, we got everybody else beat. Yeah. Like, make 8 figures a year. Like, and their money is like, they get half of that is out of there. Like, if they say they make 10, they making 5. Yeah. No, in this digital space, the money we say we make 10, we really probably brought home like 8 or 9. Like,
after taxes though.
After taxes, taxes I hate. We hate
don't
that.
Smoke it.
But I want you to talk about that too. So we think about like having an education, having a degree. I got a degree. I never used it. Okay. I know you went to go get a degree, but you said I'm out of there. I'm not gonna do that. But I want to talk about the difference between, like, let's just say somebody having a degree and going to college and doing all that versus, let's just say, having a mentor, because you dropped out and you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna pursue what my friend showed me, and I'm gonna go all in on this. Like, what do you think the difference is, or you think is there a benefit between having a coach and a mentor, or maybe like going to college and get a degree? Which one? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. So of course my thoughts have changed from what I used to know and what I know now. understand at a higher level now that I will go directly to a person who's doing the thing I want to do at the level I want to do it at today. I don't need to go do no books. I don't need to go do no professor teaching. I don't need to go to school to teach me what the person is doing at a high level, because I can talk directly with the person and pay him a consulting fee and pay him a coaching fee to coach me the things that they're doing at a high level. I understand now, after spending $275,000 on mentorship and consulting and coaching, that you can learn step by step the blueprint of exactly what these people are doing that is making millions of dollars. It's a way easier process to get to where you're trying to go by learning the back end of what they're doing versus trying to learn by the book of building something that probably gonna keep you just regular. You know what I mean? So my thoughts on it is, I personally don't care to tell people to go to college, or even my kids to go, like, push them to go to college, unless that's just something you truly want to do. It's just in your heart to do it. That's fine. But if we talking about getting to the next level, we talking about making money, we talking about being a 7-figure earner, that's not going to be the route that's going to get you to that point. And I understand that now, now that I'm, in my own business now.
So now I know, obviously, dad is absent, mom is really absent, we bouncing around, and now we understand that, obviously, we know that the degree ain't going to make it happen for us. So then, without a degree, I know you had your vending company, you had the machine, you had the vending company, then you had the ATM company.
Yeah.
I want to, like, what does this transition look like? Like, we go from that to where we are today. I want you to walk the people through, because they listening to this and they say, all right, well, I don't really know what he do. I know he do something, because for the people that don't know you, then they saying, well, he dropped out of college. So how is this dude making 8 figures? Like, what did he do, and what does that transition look like? So can you tell him, like, from that point, without a mom, without a dad, and figuring it out, having a best friend just kind of show you a glimpse of what could be possibly done. Yeah. Talk about from there to where we at today. How do we get there, and what do you do? Yeah.
So first thing I did was I showed the internet my credit score. So it was 750. Everybody gave me love. Everybody saluted. Everybody congratulated. Like, man, usually around in Chicago, we don't be really caring about this. And the only way we seen this was on the CPN.
That's crazy.
They like, this ain't a CPN? Hey, Smitty, I know you got them CPs.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, nah, this ain't a CP, man. This is my real.
Hold on, wait. See, I know Chicago when I hear it.
Yeah.
You ever did something illegal, Smitty?
No, man. My stuff all good around here in the hood. I was just a regular citizen, man.
I just want to make sure.
But I've seen it every day in my life.
No, they was doing CPNs and cracking cars.
You know what I'm saying? They was doing all types of stuff in Chicago.
That was success to us in Chicago.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I seen it.
That was an entrepreneur.
You know what I'm saying? I seen it all. So I knew about it, but their mind went straight to that. They like, oh, he doing this stuff. And I'm like, nah, y'all. This is my real credit score. This is my real name. I built this. I cleaned my credit and built my own credit up. This is my real score. I'm about to get some money with this, and I ain't going to have to vanish it or give it away. I'm going to keep building on this, y'all. Y'all watch this journey. I did a good job at documenting my process from the beginning, as just like not even knowing what I was doing, but doing a pretty good job of it, just like transparently, truthfully, just telling people what I was doing. And the first thing was, oh, yeah, I got bad credit. I'm finna fix this stuff up. Bam, I got good credit. All right, I'm finna go get some credit cards. Bam, I got a credit card. And it's just like, they seeing this stuff. They like, oh, shoot, this is real. He's really saying what he said he's gonna do. But so I had to start helping people with their credit, because they kept asking me so much. So I got transitioned into, my first thing was, I was doing it for free, helping people, my mom, sister, everybody around me, getting their credit together. But then the internet started asking me, like, hey, man, how'd you get that 700 credit score? I need to be able to do that. That sounds lit. Like, man, none of us ain't never heard this. So how we do it, what we do. I found myself talking to so many people for free. It started being annoying, because I found myself talking for hours and hours and hours, and sometimes, and I ain't making no money off of it, but I just talked to just 10 different people for 4 hours. I'm like, all right. That's not gonna work. I'm not gonna keep doing this. Y'all about to have to figure this stuff out, because I ain't gotta spend my time all day for free. But then I'm like, oh, well, actually, let's turn this into a business. All right, so many people asking me, okay, let's turn it into it being a business now. So then I transitioned right into a credit repair business. I just started helping a few people with their credit. I'm like, all right, I take a couple $100, I help you with your credit, I'll do it for you, man. Forget it. Like, y'all keep asking me, y'all lazy a little bit, I get it, y'all don't want to do it and learn all this stuff. All right, I'll do it for y'all. So I started a credit repair business. Man, I had some good glimpse right away. Like, I didn't have no bad parts. I had good parts. Credit got good fast. I got funded fast. And then I started a credit repair business, and it started getting to $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month fast. I'm like, dang, all this stuff is working, bro. What is going on? This is like, I'm looking over to the rep, like, this shit is working. You know, I'm making $10,000 $10,000 a month already. You know, because my first goal was, man, if I could just make $10,000 a month. That was my first. I started making $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month with a credit repair business. So that was my first business I started. That was successful. That was growing, and that was at a good rate. That really built my foundation of who I was and what I was going to do and what I was going to build in this industry. You know what I mean? So rode that way for a while. You know, started building a little name for myself, started growing, but then I dipped into the people that was in the mastermind that I was in. Everybody stuck on just credit repair and a little bit of business credit stuff. They just stuck on that. Yeah. I transitioned into learning the skill set of marketing after that. Everybody else stuck in the bag of the credit industry and the business credit stuff, and then they just stuck into that. I drifted off in my own lane of just learning the marketing game. All right, because I understood, okay, if I got selling something for $300, $500, $1,000, I just need to sell it to 1,000 people. I'm gonna make X amount of dollars. I'm like, well, how do I gotta do that? I only got 2,000 people on social media. My old name was Keith Webb on there. My old Instagram name.
What?
That's my dad's name. That's my dad's name.
Oh, okay. I'm like, it's making names.
Nah. So my dad's name was Keith. And
Keith Webb was your Instagram name.
Keith Webb Smith or something like that. So I'm like, I did my old Instagram. I'm like, man, I gotta like create some type of name.
Yeah.
But I'm about to build something. I gotta do something. So trying to search for names, and I finally came to the name. I think I did see some names on the internet. Something the GOAT. Like, that's pretty cool. So I just put my name on there. Smitty The Goat. I'm like, well, I'm just changing my Instagram name to this. Shoot, this is what my name gonna be. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm about to build this credit repair business to the moon. Yep. Then I learned that for a while. Now I dipped into marketing. So now I'm learning social media. I got 2,000 followers. Before I had 500,000 people following me across social medias. I had 2,000 people like everybody else. I learned the marketing game. It was up from there on out. Boy, they should have never told me that game. Learning this stuff from Neo, learning stuff from people on ads, I'm reading books, I'm reading courses, classes, man. I'm taking all type of stuff. I'm learning every which way I could for marketing. And then I just implemented everything they told me to do, bro. Any book that I read, any ebook that I read, any YouTube video, anything, I did what they told me to do, step by step. Crazy thing is, it started working. I'm like, man, this stuff is working. Learning marketing tactics, blowing my social media up, gaining more followers, gaining more brand, and then got into transition to funding. So everybody that was cleaning credit up was just leaving.
Just real quick, I want to ask, because I know you referenced to over 500,000 followers on social platforms, but you started with 2,000. Just maybe if you can get people maybe like one thing or one or two things that you did in order to like help grow the following.
Yep. So Neo book helped me out a lot. I gotta give grace when it's grace. It was like 8 steps to turn your Instagram into a money-making machine or something like that. I don't know what it was, but I read that thing about 4 or 5 times and did everything he said do in that book. And basically, it was just telling us how to leverage other people's audiences. They got big audiences. And everybody that I seen learning from this specific thing kept going like lowballing it. So like they were going for the cheapest option that they had to do. So like, pay a company for promo of $200. Pay a company for promo for $500. Or he's like, so you can pay anywhere between $500 to $20,000. You know what I mean? Like how you go, the more advantage you got to better get more people. The lower you got, everybody else that was learning, they like, all right, I got 500, I got 300, I got 200. I'm like, man, what's the highest one on here? I don't know when my brain, I can't even tell y'all why I make the decision. I'm just letting y'all know what I did. I'm like, yo, what's like the top 3 highest ones on here? I did a partnership with Shade Room, bro. Shade Room had 27 million people at the time. I curated a great post, and my post was young black entrepreneur leverages his credit to start an ATM and vending machine business. I had a picture of my ATM and my vending machine with me right here. And I put that on the big pages. And, man, I gained like 13,000 followers in the next 7 days. So I go to 2,000 people knowing me to about 15,000 people knowing me in the next first 7 days. And they should have never, ever, ever showed me that game. I dripped that thing to the room, you know what I mean? But it just showed me very fast. It's just not that you can't do this stuff. It's just that you can't do what you don't know. It's impossible to do what you don't know. It's just I didn't know what to do and how to do it. I had to hustle. I had some good things that I could talk about and do. I would be willing to do the work. I just didn't have the right resources and tools. But as soon as I got some tools and resources, it was just, I was ready to put the work in. I was ready to implement. I was ready to do it, whether it was going to fail or not. I ain't give it. I was going to try it and see it. You know what I mean? Because I know what bottom feel like. And me trying nothing ain't going to help me. So I know to try this. Something else. So I did that. 11 other people's audiences. They got bigger audiences. Of course, telling them to follow me, follow my page and what I got going on. And it was a perfect post, bro. Like, the internet received it so well. They like, yo, I always wanted to start a vending machine business. Man, you really started. And then they all had the question of, how did you start an ATM machine business? You mean to tell me you the person that be charging us all those extra fees and taking all our money out of our credit card? Like, yep, that's me. You know what I mean? It's like they never thought that you can only people at a high level or big white companies own them. Truthfully, they like, man, how did you get started? I'm like, that stuff took me 2 weeks. They were sort of fascinated, but they just like how you get started, and then it led to the credit stuff. So then I'm just fueling all these people. Like, first you gotta get your credit done, fueling them to my credit repair business, fueling it, and I learned about digital products. They should have never told me about that either, because then I started transitioning to creating things digital, which they told me create something one time and make money off of it over and over and over again. Because at first we was working, then getting paid. Then I started working real hard one time and then get paid. Create something one time, make money off of over and over again. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me create something like that. So everybody wanted to know how I'm cleaning credit, how I'm doing all these things, how I got 7 credit score. Let me package that up into a digital product. Let me start selling that. Learning marketing, learn digital products. Learning marketing on digital products. Bam. Him 500 have a contest. This was the biggest moment that shifted me to like really take this stuff serious. He had a contest and there was like 6,000 people in RPX. He had a contest. He said, whoever can sell the most ebooks in a 7-day span, I'll give them $5,000, and it was another bonus. And I'm like, oh shoot, it's you. Hey, boy, it's time. It's time to work. I'm like, there's 6,000 people here. I gotta try everything. Man, it showed me my capability right then and there. Even the contest made me work hard like that and go crazy like that. But I learned the lesson within working hard like that. I was like, well, if I just did that every day that I was doing in that contest, this stuff gonna start happening like it just did in the contest. I just need to keep doing that at a high level. So I made like $18,000 in 7 days off like a $30 product. And I was using my marketing tactics.
Let me do some math.
You know what I'm saying?
$18,000 off a $30 product.
$30 product.
That's six. You sold it to 600 people.
I sold it to 600 people.
But you had 15,000 followers.
I had 15. Right? Now I got the people on here. Yeah.
So that's 600 divided by 15,000.
Yeah.
So that was a 4% conversion.
Yeah.
That ain't 100%. Bad. See, a lot of people be thinking that you need to sell to a lot of people to make a lot of money. You don't. That's just, you don't.
Nope. That was 3% of my following that I had bought like a little one-off little product. And of course, you know, I had other things that I was selling too.
How much did Shade Room charge you for that post?
I think they charged me it was like 8,000.
So 8,000.
Yeah.
And then I don't know the time difference between the post and when you did that contest, but I mean, hell, you made
within 30 days.
But you had already probably made your money back off credit repair anyway.
Yeah.
But then now that's just extra now.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy.
100%. So I was leveraging that to be able to get sales and learn the marketing tactics. And this is my first rush of marketing that I learned and did, but I grasped the concept so fast. And
wait. How did you pay Shade Room?
How?
How did you pay them?
What do you mean how did I pay
Where did you get the 8,000 from?
Oh, credit card.
Okay, I just want to make sure because people like, well, I ain't got 8,000. Okay, he put it on his credit card, so you leverage the credit to get the audience to just sell. Okay, I'm just trying to bring it full circle for the people.
100%, okay. Which is good to touch on. Everybody else was scared. This is another part too. We was in the same programs, learned the same information. Got the same access to the same resources and the same thing that could be done, but everybody was going low. Everybody was going, I'm gonna start with the $100 one, the $200 one. I don't know what my mind tricking me to go big like that. I'm like, I'm doing an $8,000 one, man. I feel like that's gonna be. If I'm doing credit repair for $500, I spend $8,000. They got 20 million people. I just 5, 10. Man, all I gotta get is about 15 people out there just to pay me at $500. I'll make my money back at least. At least if I can make my money back, my stomach, I'm good. My stomach gonna feel good. I spent $8,000. So I did that math. I'm like, bro, it's 20 million people here. How I can't get 15 people to pay me the money back?
Exactly.
I'm like, I gotta do it. I'm gonna do whatever I do. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna make posts. I'm gonna post 3 times a day, like they told me in the marketing book. I'm gonna do everything I need to do. I don't care. I'm gonna make this stuff back. I'm spending it. Everybody was like, man, I don't know, man. You might be down 8,000. I was like, that's on you. Now I'm gonna make my money back. You know what I'm saying? And man, I made my money back in like 5 days, bro. And then everybody on the bandwagon like, oh shoot, I'm finna go do it, man. Oh man, yeah, I'm finna pay the. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. I told y'all do it the first time. And the crazy thing is they still didn't do it. A lot of people still didn't do it. I told so many people to do the game. They like, man, that's a lot of money. What if you don't? They all this what ifs and maybes and scarcity and I'm like, all right, man. I've been telling people this for years, Dion, and only a small percentage of people listen to me. Even to this day, at the stage I am now, I still put people on game and they still take a long time to execute and they still scared of the big amounts.
That's crazy.
And I just don't get it. So me grasping that, Man, it was over, bro. Like, it was over for my first, like, stage in my career. Like, I was like, I'm about to crush this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to take these tactics that I learned,
Damn.
and I'm about to go all in on these tactics, and I'm about to squeeze the living juice out of everything I could be able to do right now. I ain't waiting. I'm not procrastinating. I ain't listening to nobody else. I'm doing it. I'm doing the work, and I'm implementing what I'm learning now from people that's at a way higher level than I am.
Yeah.
Got way bigger followers than I am. Why I'm listening to somebody that got 1,000 followers and somebody on here that got 350,000 followers telling me how they got to 350,000 followers. It just literally don't make sense.
Yep.
So I started transitioning to that side way heavier and harder.
Yep.
And I started learning about marketing and business and just started learning all the concepts on social media, how we can monetize, how we can just do all these things, man. I just started really, really grasping all the things and really being able to really package them up and be able to run them and be able to build my business.
So then what are we doing right now to exactly make $10 million? What product or what service? What do you do?
Yeah, man. So then, all right, I started running my funding company. So this is me doing a done-for-you service to getting people access to capital and charge commission on the back end. And I was making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 per client. So that's a bulk of my business and a department of my business that drives revenue even to this day. That's where I started understanding upsells and offering other offers on top of what you offer.
Yeah.
Started learning that concept a little bit. I wasn't in that deep with it yet as I am now, which I'm about to transition to, but that was a big glimpse and big change for me too. So it's like, all right, I was making money, I was making consistent money with the credit repair business, but I needed other offers and I needed upsells in order to grow my revenue to another level. And funding did that. So I was running a credit repair business at the funding department that made me start driving another revenue. But now in today's time, I learned the digital marketing game. All right. So now me turning my business digitally and being able to help others and consult others and digitalize my business, change my business for the rest of my life, but also the revenue from it, the scalability of it, the stop trading my time for money side of things started being able to shift and be different. And now I've built one of the biggest brands in the industry now in digital marketing, growing one of the biggest membership communities in the world, but also the credit industry with over 2,500 members now. Past 5,000 people have been through this community. 6,000 people have been through this community and me coaching them. Now offering high ticket offers, having inner circle masterminds. People pay me anywhere between $1,000 to $75,000 to mentor and coach them, man. And now it's just on a way higher level, different type of scale. I learned the ads game, man. I learned the high ticket programming models. And now I am generating multi-millions of dollars with a combination of multiple different things when it comes to leveraging the software of my guy Dion, running community groups, high-ticket offerings, and being able to help people make money and solve problems. Is going to be able to always be able to make you put in position to make money. So now we scale in the digital marketing side of the business in my funding company. Teaching other people how to start their own funding business is one high-ticket program of mine. And my next tier is teaching people how to digitalize their business, starting their own membership community group, and how to be able to start and scale their own coaching business at a high level, just as my model, the way I do it. And how it be able to add upsells and downsells and scale their business with social media and leveraging other people's audiences, things like that. So now we at a level where we help other people become 6-figure earners and 7-figure earners and things like that.
That's good, yeah. And so when you speak about, finding somebody who you want to be successful, like who's making the money, who's driving the car, who's living in the house, when you think about success, and speaking of like getting a coach and a mentor, if somebody wanted to get a coach and mentor and say, I want Smitty to mentor me, then obviously Smitty got to be making some money, and he has to be successful if that's the goal and that's the aspiration. Yeah. So considering that you dominate and you make 8 figures a year, what is the most money that you've made in a month or in a day, would you say? So
I made $550,000 in one day with one campaign I did on my birthday last year. That month I also made like $875,000 that month. So that would be my biggest day. It's been my biggest month. And those is my biggest marks in business right now. That's good. We looking to grow those things in the next coming year or so. I got some things up my sleeve. Try to crack some of those numbers. Yeah. Got to. And and that's the thing about it. Like when you see somebody that's making the money, it's like for most people, they can't even fathom $800,000 a month. That actually just sounds out of this world. But if you think about it, if people are smart, if they say, well, if I pay a Dion, if I pay a Smitty to coach and mentor them, if they making this kind of money,
I could at least get a tenth of that.
For sure.
Like, so if they come around, it's like, bro, he could at least show you how to make 80,000 a month. So then now you're making millions of dollars every single year, and now you're a millionaire because you made the decision to pay somebody to help get you to that next level. Now I know you said you be doing in-person masterminds. I seen them myself.
Yeah.
And I know you got somebody help you. So I think it's your partner, right? Bree helps you do your masterminds and put them all together, right?
Yes, 100%. So Bree does all the event setting up. We actually just won first place at Invest Fest. Salute to that. Salute to Invest Fest, and salute to Bree for putting that together, because it really was her idea and her brains and her creation that made it happen. So shout out to Bree, man. Love what she's been able to bring to my business side, and helping at home too. But so Bree does all the event planning and all the structuring of all our events and things like that, and doing the whole ideal creation of everything and the brains behind that part. 100%.
And I brought that part up because a lot of times when I look at high successful, high function entrepreneurs, most of the time they got a strong woman behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
starting to see.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like having a partner like Bree behind you is what's helping elevate your business to the next level, or do you feel like, well, I could have got to this point without having her around? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm finally starting to see the little things, and I don't mean to call them little. Actually, the things that she comes and adds and helps with is a big help. Because if I didn't have that, it would be a stress on me that probably will allow me to perform lower. The things that she brings to the table with certain things that we're doing in business, organization, structure, outside the box, sometimes creative thinking and things like that I may have not brought to the table, she brings to the table, and it makes it easier for me. So then that makes it easier for me to go focus on the things I need to focus on. So I definitely could see how it does make things easier and better, and be able to push the needle moving forward faster. 100%. And it ain't even got to be her like being super hands-on in the business. It could be just like simply as taking care of home, so that my mind isn't so strung out on that I can have the ability to focus on these things to make those things better. And then just so happened that she is good at some of the things I need help with in my business too. So that is hosting events, that is hosting certain things I'm doing, and that is organizing my schedule, that is doing certain things that she is good at that helps me too. So I got a bonus, with being able to help at home and in my business. So it's actually a full circle bonus that I got.
That's
100%.
Good. That sounds like you about to get married soon.
Man, we working, bro.
Okay.
We working, bro.
Okay.
We working, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, ain't nothing wrong with marriage, man. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. Shout out to my wife.
For sure.
Cause like how you talking about Bree, like, man, bro, she be seeing stuff and I'll just be like, how did you see that? Like, I don't be paying attention. I'm just trying to work. And you over here telling me, hey, listen, you need to, that ain't gonna work. Well, watch out for that. And look at this. Did you see that? And I'm like, I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. But like you said, being able to have her at home, take care of the house, take care of the kids, and then also, being in a position to where when I'm looking to do certain stuff, she like, well, maybe that location is not going to work. You say, how many people are going to be there? And she just seeing stuff that I'm not even really, thinking about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's what good women do. And that's what I was like, man, when I be seeing high function entrepreneurs, I'll be like, where that woman at? Like, it's got to be some woman somewhere helping out. Because you got to think, we got kids too. So it's like, if I got to try to be like a full-time parent all of the time, plus try to run my business, something ain't going to work.
Right.
Like,
somebody asked me like, man, how do you balance? Like, where's the balance?
Shoot.
And I had to tell them, bro, it really ain't a lot of balance. You know what I mean? It's just be getting stuff done. But it's like, also, you need that help. You know what I'm saying? That help is a part of the balance. Because somebody really asked me that the other day, and it's like, man, how do you balance all this stuff? Like, how is it perfectly balanced? And I'm like, it ain't no perfect balance, bro. It's like, you do what you're doing, you go all in on what you're doing, but you're going to need a little helping hand, a little helping nudge, because everything that's unbalanced can get lift off the scale the wrong way if you don't get no help, or you know what I'm saying? So that comes in play right there too as well.
Yeah, nah, that's big. What is one thing that you feel like I didn't ask you today that you want the viewers to know about Smitty the Goat?
I think the number one thing that have separated me from a lot of people on my way up was my execution time frame, my willingness to go all in and do the work, and my willingness to cut cold turkey all the stuff that was detrimental to me and my life. So I see a lot of people wanting to grow and get to the next level, and they move too slow. Successful people don't move slow; they move fast. I learned that early on, and I took it serious. moving out my environment and getting around the wrong people and stopping all the wrong things that I was doing that wasn't moving the needle to me getting to the next level. I stopped at cold turkey. People need all these talks, or people need all these different things they need to do, or procrastination time frames to be able to stop something. Like, no, I stopped at cold turkey. No more video games, no more outside with females, no more traveling, no more spending money on clothes and dumb stuff. No, stop going to the club. Cold turkey. Because I knew what I wanted, and I feel like some people trying to get to the next level, they like, I want to get to the next level, but you're still doing all these things that you swear, it's going to take me a time to stop, or it's going to, no, you don't want it enough, or you would have did it. It's just period. Now when I have certain conversations with people, I've been on both sides. I've been on your side, and I've been on my side. I know the difference. It's you. It's not that, it's the life and my cards I was dealt. No, it's not, bro. It's like you could change it now. It may have been, but then you can change it. So if you really want to change, you'll stop. They don't want to stop smoking. They don't want to stop going outside. They don't want to stop scrolling on social media. They don't want to stop playing video games. They don't want to stop vacating. They don't want to stop spending a whole bunch of money on their birthday. And all these different things we do that keep us back and don't make us no money. I think people don't want to truly stop them because it's a comfortability level, or, they just haven't had the desire to just stop at cold turkey. And I feel like me grasping that early on helped my journey move fast. So execution time frame, man, and being able to invest in myself from day one until now, and continuously invest into myself at a higher level than I did before. Yeah. This is very important for all the entrepreneurs out here, from the people that I seen in the same programs that I was in, getting the same information, having the same 24 hours that I got, and is starting at the same place that I started from. Low followers, low money, no handouts, from Chicago, bad environment, wasn't the best environment, didn't have nothing extra. The same environment, same type of story, same type of this. And it's like, all right, you have to make a decision to be able to commit on this stuff, bro, or you're going to be stuck like Chuck. You're going to stay in that same comfortability spot you've been in that ain't got you nowhere. And it's like, until you do something about it, until you invest in yourself, I was willing to invest over and over again at a high level, up now to $275,000 into myself, into information, into things that I didn't know before that I know now. Yep. And I see so many people that I'm talking to on this YouTube right now. Y'all do not want to invest into yourselves, but want to get to the next level. It does not make sense. How do you desire to get to the next level, but you're not willing to invest in yourself to get there? And it's like, I was willing to do that since day one. I didn't care how much it cost. I didn't care how long it took. Everybody want how long it's going to take. It don't matter. It's going to take however long it takes for you to get there. That's my mentality. That's what your mentality need to be. How much is it going to cost? It don't matter how much it costs, man. How much it's going to cost you not to do it? And it's like, I understand that, and it helped me so much because I see so many people that was at the same level, learn the same information, not do what I did because they didn't want to pay the price. They didn't want to sacrifice. They didn't want to put the work, no matter how long it took. Staying up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, they didn't want to do that. I did. I was falling asleep, not going to sleep. Everybody else getting their bed, putting their covers over their little head, snoozing in sleep. I'm falling asleep with computers, papers, and YouTube videos and everything else. You know what I mean? So investing in myself is very important. And y'all keep getting stuck because y'all not willing to pay a higher price for the next level that you're getting stuck at. So y'all are hitting the ceiling right now. Y'all are doing pretty good. You hit a ceiling. It's like you're never going to get past that ceiling because you can't do what you don't know. It's impossible. Well, I can Google, I can YouTube, I can just look up from the outside all the entrepreneurs. No, you can't. If you knew what to do, you'd already be doing it. And if you knew that you could do just following through, you'd just be doing that. You'll get to the next level. Being as though you haven't, you're not probably going to be able to. So you need to be able to pay higher levels of information. Not that you learn the concept and you're doing pretty good with it. You just keep doing that thing and be comfortable. No, you're going to hit a ceiling. And then at that ceiling, you have to realize that I'm going to hit this ceiling. Okay, who could I pay next at a higher level than I've already paid to be able to teach me the next level of information? If someone continue to do that over and over again, every time they hit a ceiling, every time they hit a point in their business where they feel like they can't get past by themselves and they can go pay the right person to get over that hump to the next level to learn the next framework and the blueprint, they will be successful. Yep. But I keep seeing people be cheap. I keep people being too comfortable, and they not wanting to pay the play, and they not want to pay the price to get to the next level, and they're going to stay stagnant, and there's nothing you can be able to do. Sometimes I got the same information, but y'all don't take advantage. You don't take action.
Damn.
So, man, that's my spiel to me wanting to tell them what they need to
tell them. That was good. I was going the next question I was going to say, I need you to leave us with some words of encouragement and motivation, but hell, you already did that. So, yeah. So, listen, man, look, this is another episode of Dominate the Decade podcast, Domination Conversation. Look, Smitty just set the roof on fire, man. Yeah. listen, I need you to take this episode. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to subscribe. Yeah. Take this episode and send it out to somebody who is playing with their potential, man, because he gave y'all a lot of strategies that you can use and somebody else can use to go dominate in a decade. So listen, I need you to make sure that if you took notes, be more important than that. Be more smart than that and take action on what you learn so you can go dominate your decade, man. But make sure while you're doing it, you love on the people and you keep God first. That was another episode of Dominate the Decade Podcast. We out. Let's get it.